Hey, this is Steve with the Fap Turbo results for week number 13. You can check out all our results at fapturboreview.net. Last week we had a problem getting our video up on YouTube. We finally did get it up on YouTube, but if you want to see our video for last week, you can check it out at fapturboreview.net. That would be obviously week number 12. But also, if you want to sign up for our email list, you can do that at fapturboreview.net. And our email list will go over the settings that we use, other information about Fap Turbo, and just keeping you abreast of different things that we're doing. So if you're interested in the Fap Turbo package, even if you have it already, that is fine. You can still sign up at fapturboreview.net. Also, fapturbobonus.net. We're not going to keep that site up forever, but that is a bonus website. If you're interested in purchasing the Fap Turbo package, you can do it through that website, but we're giving you bonuses. There's some cool subscriptions to magazines, a couple of free trading systems as well that are included when you purchase the Fap Turbo package. So you can check that out at fapturbobonus.net. You can also check out our results at fapturboresults.com. This site right here, fapturboresults.com. We have our brokerage statements up there for FXDD and FX Pro. So you can see our brokerage statements and how we did for the week, and Dan will talk to you about that as well later in this video. Also, our settings, you can find our settings at fapturboreview.net/settings.html. Dan did make some changes, and those changes are up on that page for next week. We're going to be trading the long-term trading finally, and Dan will talk to you about that in his portion of the video. So you can check out the settings if you want to match our settings with your settings. Lastly, I'd like to talk to you about fapturbohosting.com. That is a hosting website. Fap Turbo recommends their own hosting package, which is $70 a month. A, we found it expensive, and B, we had a lot of problems with that hosting. So we found an alternative. It's $35 a month and has worked well for us. And you can check it out at fapturbohosting.com. And again, the hosting is not a mandatory thing. That's for people that don't want to leave their computer on all the time during trading hours and so forth. So if that's the way you want to go, check out fapturbohosting.com. And we have a video on there as well to help you set it up and those kind of things. But again, check out fapturboreview.net for all our videos, and sign up for our email list. And again, if you're interested in purchasing the Fap Turbo package, check out our bonuses and see if they're for you. And I wish you the best this week, and I'll let Dan talk to you about the results. Have a good day.
Hi, this is Dan with your Fap Turbo Weekly Update. We have a lot to cover today, so let's get right to the results. We're going to first take a look at the FX Pro account. It unfortunately had one very bad trade. That was on Monday in the pound Swiss franc, where it lost $64 and wasn't able to recover from that. So for the week we were down $52. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this and how I'm going to change some things next week with this. But as you can also see, it also had a very light week in trading again because of the spreads. The FXDD account had a much better week. Again, it was a light trading week, but we ended up to the positive with $8.68. So that account continues to grow. We got a lot of activity in the Euro Swiss franc. As a matter of fact, that's the only pair that traded this week with FXDD. And again, that's because I did raise the spread on the Euro Swiss franc. So here's the statement for the week from FXDD. We were up $8.68, which is a little bit more than 1% for the week. And overall, we are up 35%. And here is the FX Pro account. This week, again, we had a loss. We are down $52.95 for the week, which is down about 12%. And overall, we're down about 11%. I want to talk a little bit about the long-term trading that I set up again as a demo. And as you can see, it has 2 trades that are open. However, this week it actually closed 3 trades, all of them in the positive. Not just because of the results, but also because of what other people have been telling me. I am going to start trading the long-term strategy with one of my live accounts. I'm going to go with the FXDD. The reason there is because the FX Pro account does not trade in micro lots. So with the FXDD account, I am able to trade with 0.01 lot sizes. So I'm going to start trading the long-term strategy with live money on FXDD starting this coming week. Now it is the end of the week, and I want to point out to anybody who is looking to do the long-term strategy, the defaults are designed so that at the end of the month it actually closes every open trade that's there. I'm going to change that one default because I don't want them to close out any trades that open this week, so I just want to avoid that. I did some analysis on the live trading that has been happening since basically the beginning of January. And I came across some very interesting stats. Mondays have been just terrible for trading. And as you can see, for FXDD, it has been its worst trading day. Now Thursday is also a negative trading day in pips, but it hasn't had hardly any trades. I think there's been 2 or 3 trades on Thursdays, and one of them was a loss. So I'm not taking that too seriously. But Mondays have been just terrible for the FXDD account. And if you look at the FX Pro account, you can also see that Mondays have been a bad day. Tuesdays have been slightly worse than a draw. And again, Thursdays are a bad day, but again, there are only 2 or 3 trades on Thursday for the FX Pro account, and again, one of them was a big loss. But if we take a little further look at some of the stats, if we look at it by the pair, you can see that in the FXDD account, we've been losing money with the pound Swiss franc. Everything else has been positive. And if we look at the FX Pro account, the Euro Swiss franc has been close to break even again, just slightly under. But again, the pound Swiss franc has been the big loser. Now I did a little bit closer analysis on it, and I found out that the pound Swiss franc has had horrible Mondays. So if we take a look at what's been happening with the pound Swiss franc on Mondays, if you look at our actual PIP results, and again FX Pro is down, but if we would not have traded the pound Swiss franc on Mondays, our accounts would be both in the positive, and the FXDD would have more than doubled the results in its trades. Now again, I realize that hindsight is 20/20, but not just based on the statistical information here, but also from other people that I've heard in some forum postings, I am going to stop trading the pound Swiss franc on Mondays and see how that affects the trading. Last week I mentioned I was opening an account with Alperi. I'm still in the process of opening that up. Some forms did not get transferred between myself and Alperi correctly, so I'm still working on getting that account opened up. So hopefully next week we will have the Alperi trading for us live. And also next week I'm making some changes. I'm adding the long-term trading strategy to the FXDD account, and I'm only going to be trading 0.01 lot sizes because of the amount of money that's in there. And I'm also going to be not trading the pound Swiss franc on Mondays. I will only trade those Tuesday through Thursday and see how that affects the live accounts. So I want to thank you for listening, and we'll give you an update next week.